Did you know that one of the most common foods on our plates may slowly damage our health, especially after 60? Fried foods, crispy, golden, and tempting, may feel harmless, but experts warn they could be linked to serious issues like heart disease, weakened joints, and even brain health decline. Many seniors still enjoy fried snacks without realizing how these foods silently affect the body over time. If you care about your health after 60, this is a video you'll want to watch until the end. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the way foods are processed and cooked. Fried foods, while tasty, are often loaded with unhealthy fats, excessive calories, and harmful compounds formed during high-temperature cooking. For seniors, the body's ability to manage these toxins weakens due to slower metabolism and reduced organ function. Medical research has found that regular consumption of deep-fried foods may increase the risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Seniors also face higher risks of inflammation and joint pain, conditions that fried foods can worsen. Understanding these dangers is not about giving up every crunchy bite, but about making informed decisions that protect long-term health. Fried foods are typically prepared in oils that have been heated to very high temperatures. During this process, harmful compounds such as trans fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, are formed. Trans fats, in particular, are notorious for raising levels of LDL cholesterol while simultaneously lowering HDL cholesterol, which is essential for removing excess fat deposits from your arteries. This dual effect significantly increases the risk of plaque buildup, a condition known as atherosclerosis. For older adults, the arteries already tend to stiffen and narrow naturally due to aging. Introducing these harmful fats makes the situation worse by accelerating the buildup of fatty deposits along the artery walls. Over time, this restricts blood flow to vital organs like the heart and brain, which can lead to hypertension, angina, or even life-threatening events such as heart attacks or strokes. Moreover, fried foods are often high in sodium and additives, which can further strain cardiovascular health. Excess sodium leads to fluid retention and elevated blood pressure, which, combined with arterial stiffness, creates the perfect storm for heart disease. In fact, a long-term study involving thousands of participants found that individuals who consumed fried foods daily had a significantly higher rate of heart failure compared to those who avoided them. Another factor often overlooked is the reuse of cooking oil, common in restaurants and street vendors. Reused oil undergoes oxidation and polymerization, producing toxic compounds that are highly inflammatory. When these toxins enter the bloodstream, they can damage the delicate lining of blood vessels, further increasing the likelihood of clot formation and cardiovascular events. The good news is that reducing fried food intake and switching to healthier cooking methods, like baking, steaming, or grilling, can help reverse some of these harmful effects over time. Even small steps, such as replacing fried snacks with nuts or fresh fruits, can contribute to better heart health. Fried foods, especially those coated with batter or breadcrumbs, often have a high glycemic load due to the refined carbohydrates used in their preparation. These refined carbs are rapidly broken down into glucose, causing sudden spikes in blood sugar levels. For seniors, whose metabolism and pancreatic function may have slowed with age, these spikes place extra strain on the body's insulin response. Over time, this can lead to a condition known as insulin resistance, where cells no longer respond effectively to insulin, paving the way for type 2 diabetes. The combination of excessive fats and refined carbs in fried foods is particularly harmful. Unhealthy fats, especially trans fats, have been shown to disrupt insulin sensitivity and increase systemic inflammation, both of which are major contributors to diabetes. Research suggests that individuals who consume fried foods more than twice a week have a 30 to 40% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who eat them occasionally. Another critical issue is the calorie density of fried foods. A single serving of fried chicken or French fries can pack more calories than an entire balanced meal, leading to gradual weight gain. For seniors, weight gain often results in abdominal fat accumulation, which is strongly linked to metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions that includes high blood sugar, elevated cholesterol, and hypertension. These factors combined create a vicious cycle that greatly increases the risk of diabetes and cardiovascular problems. Moreover, the frying process generates harmful byproducts such as acrylamide and advanced glycation end products, AGEs. Acrylamide, which is commonly found in fried starchy foods like potatoes, has been linked not only to insulin resistance but also to nerve and kidney damage when consumed in high amounts. AGEs, on the other hand, can damage the blood vessels and reduce their elasticity, further complicating blood sugar regulation. Even small, seemingly harmless habits, like snacking on fried crackers or chips, can lead to blood sugar imbalances when done daily. Seniors may notice symptoms such as frequent thirst, fatigue, or slow wound healing, which can be early indicators of prediabetes. The good news is that switching to healthier cooking methods like air frying, baking, or sautéing with minimal oil can help reduce these risks while still allowing for tasty meals. Pairing foods with fiber-rich vegetables and lean proteins also helps stabilize blood sugar levels. Fried foods are calorie-dense, meaning even a small portion can deliver a high amount of calories. This is because food absorbs the oil it's cooked in, which is often rich in unhealthy fats. For seniors, who typically have lower energy requirements due to decreased muscle mass and reduced physical activity, consuming fried foods can easily lead to weight gain over time. Unlike younger adults, seniors find it more challenging to burn off excess calories because metabolism naturally slows with age. The type of fat used in frying also plays a role. Most commercial frying oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, can trigger inflammation and fat storage. These fats are harder for the body to process compared to healthier fats like those found in olive oil or avocado. Furthermore, many fried foods, think French fries or donuts, are often paired with high-sugar sauces or beverages, creating a double-calorie hit that accelerates weight gain. Excess weight, particularly visceral fat, the fat surrounding abdominal organs, is dangerous for seniors. This type of fat increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. It also places unnecessary stress on joints, leading to pain and reduced mobility. Carrying extra weight can make everyday activities, such as climbing stairs or walking long distances, significantly more difficult, impacting overall quality of life. Another issue is the addictive nature of fried foods. The combination of crispy textures, high fat, and salt triggers the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine, the same chemical linked to pleasure and cravings. This makes it easy to overeat without realizing just how many calories are being consumed. A single large serving of fried chicken or onion rings can exceed 800 to 1,000 calories, which is nearly half the daily recommended intake for many older adults. In addition, fried foods are often low in fiber and essential nutrients. This means they don't promote satiety or nourish the body effectively, leaving you feeling hungry again shortly after eating. Seniors who regularly consume fried foods may find themselves caught in a cycle of eating more frequently, unintentionally increasing their total calorie intake. The good news is that small, mindful changes can make a big difference. Replacing fried meals with grilled fish, roasted vegetables, or lightly sautéed dishes can reduce calorie intake while still satisfying cravings. Using air fryers, which require minimal oil, can provide the same crispy texture with far fewer calories and harmful fats. Pairing meals with fiber-rich foods like salads or whole grains can also help seniors feel fuller for longer, preventing overeating. Chronic inflammation is one of the silent enemies of aging, and fried foods are among its strongest triggers. When oils are heated to very high temperatures, they produce harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs can promote oxidative stress in the body, which fuels chronic inflammation. For seniors who may already suffer from arthritis or joint stiffness, this extra inflammatory burden can worsen pain, swelling, and mobility problems. Fried foods also tend to be high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, in large amounts, are known to disrupt the balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fats in the body. A healthy ratio of these fats helps control inflammation, but when omega-6 intake is too high, often from processed and fried foods, it leads to increased inflammatory responses. This can irritate tissues in the joints, making conditions like osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis more painful and harder to manage. Weight gain caused by fried foods further intensifies joint problems. Extra body weight adds pressure to knees, hips, and lower back, which are already vulnerable in older adults. Studies suggest that every additional 10 pounds of weight puts up to 40 pounds of extra pressure on the knee joints. For seniors who already struggle with bone density loss, this added stress can accelerate joint wear and tear, making activities like climbing stairs or walking short distances painful. Another concern is the presence of trans fats, which not only harm heart health but also promote systemic inflammation. Trans fats can trigger the release of inflammatory markers in the body, worsening conditions such as gout or chronic back pain. Seniors with these conditions may notice flare-ups or slower recovery times after consuming fried foods regularly. Furthermore, fried foods often lack the essential nutrients, like vitamin D, magnesium, and calcium, that are critical for maintaining strong bones and healthy cartilage. This nutrient deficiency combined with inflammatory effects may make bones more brittle and prone to fractures. The solution doesn't have to be complete deprivation. Seniors can reduce inflammation by replacing fried meals with anti-inflammatory foods, such as fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, leafy greens, and nuts. Using olive oil or avocado oil for light cooking, instead of deep frying, also helps minimize harmful compounds. A simple shift towards steaming or baking can significantly lower inflammation levels while still allowing for delicious, satisfying meals. Few people realize that what we eat affects not just our heart or waistline but also our brain health. Fried foods, rich in unhealthy trans fats and oxidized oils, can negatively impact cognitive function, especially in seniors. Research has found that a diet high in fried or processed foods may reduce memory performance and slow down mental processing. Over time, this could contribute to a higher risk of cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's disease. One key reason is that trans fats and free radicals from fried oils can cause inflammation in brain tissues. These compounds may damage the blood-brain barrier, a protective shield that keeps harmful substances out of the brain. Once this barrier is compromised, toxins and inflammatory molecules can enter, leading to oxidative stress and reduced neuron function. This oxidative stress is thought to be a major factor in age-related cognitive disorders. Studies also show that diets heavy in fried foods are linked to reduced levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the growth and repair of brain cells. Low levels of BDNF are associated with memory problems, slower learning ability, and a greater risk of dementia. For seniors, whose BDNF levels are naturally declining with age, consuming fried foods can worsen these effects and speed up brain aging. Another concern is that fried foods often lead to vascular problems such as high blood pressure and cholesterol buildup, which restrict blood flow to the brain. Poor circulation can deprive brain cells of oxygen and essential nutrients, further affecting mental clarity and cognitive performance. For seniors, even mild reductions in blood flow can result in noticeable memory lapses, confusion, or difficulty concentrating. There's also an indirect effect. Consuming fried foods regularly often means eating fewer nutrient-dense foods like fresh vegetables, berries, and whole grains, foods that contain antioxidants and vitamins that protect the brain. A lack of these brain-boosting nutrients, combined with the harmful effects of fried foods, creates a perfect storm for faster mental decline. The good news is that making small dietary adjustments can have a big impact on brain health. Replacing fried snacks with brain-friendly alternatives such as walnuts, blueberries, or dark leafy greens may help protect cognitive function. Cooking with brain-healthy fats, like extra virgin olive oil or coconut oil in moderate amounts, can also reduce harmful effects. Pairing these choices with regular mental activities, like reading, puzzles, or learning new skills, can help seniors maintain sharper memory and mental agility. Notorious for being hard on the digestive system, especially for seniors whose gut function naturally slows with age. When foods are deep-fried, they become heavy, greasy, and difficult to break down. This can lead to common issues such as bloating, acid reflux, or indigestion. Seniors often experience slower gastric emptying, meaning that fried foods can sit in the stomach for longer periods, causing discomfort, heartburn, and even nausea. The high fat content in fried foods also slows the digestive process. Fat takes longer to break down than protein or carbohydrates, which can leave seniors feeling sluggish and overly full for hours after eating. This slow digestion can also lead to constipation or irregular bowel movements, as fried foods typically lack the dietary fiber that aids healthy digestion. Another concern is the impact on gut health. The gut microbiome, a collection of beneficial bacteria in the intestines, plays a crucial role in digestion and overall immunity. Fried foods, which are low in nutrients and high in unhealthy fats, can disrupt this delicate balance. Over time, this may reduce the diversity of good bacteria, leading to problems such as leaky gut syndrome or increased inflammation in the digestive tract. In some cases, repeated consumption of fried foods can trigger or worsen gastrointestinal conditions like gastritis, gallbladder issues, or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. For seniors who already suffer from these conditions, fried foods can intensify symptoms, causing pain or discomfort. Gallstones, for example, are more common in older adults, and a diet high in fried foods can increase the risk due to the strain placed on the gallbladder when digesting excess fat. Another overlooked issue is the formation of harmful compounds like acrylamide during the frying process. While acrylamide is often discussed in the context of cancer risk, it can also irritate the gut lining when consumed in high amounts. Combined with the low nutrient density of fried foods, this can lead to malabsorption, where the body struggles to absorb essential vitamins and minerals like vitamin B12, magnesium, and zinc, all crucial for senior health. The solution is to choose lighter cooking methods. Steaming, baking, or poaching foods preserves their nutrients while being easier on the digestive system. Adding fiber-rich foods such as vegetables, legumes, and whole grains to meals helps keep the digestive system moving smoothly. Seniors can also benefit from eating smaller, more frequent meals rather than large, heavy portions of fried foods, which can overwhelm the stomach. One of the most concerning dangers of fried foods is their potential connection to cancer. When foods, especially starchy items like potatoes, are cooked at very high temperatures, a chemical called acrylamide is formed. Acrylamide is classified as a probable human carcinogen, meaning it may increase the risk of cancer when consumed over long periods. Seniors, whose cellular repair mechanisms are less efficient with age, may be more vulnerable to the damaging effects of these compounds. Fried foods also produce other harmful chemicals, such as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, and heterocyclic amines, HCAs. These compounds are formed when meats are fried or grilled at extreme temperatures, and research has shown that they can damage DNA. This DNA damage, if not repaired, can trigger abnormal cell growth, a key step in cancer development. Regularly consuming fried meats or processed fried snacks may therefore raise the risk of certain cancers, including colon, breast, and prostate cancer. The problem is further compounded when oils are reused multiple times, which is common in commercial frying. Each time oil is reheated, it degrades and creates more toxic byproducts. These byproducts not only increase the risk of oxidative stress, a condition where harmful free radicals attack healthy cells, but also raise inflammation levels, which are known to play a role in cancer progression. Moreover, fried foods are often low in antioxidants, which are essential for neutralizing free radicals and protecting cells from damage. Seniors who frequently consume fried foods might inadvertently miss out on antioxidant-rich foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, or whole grains. Without these protective nutrients, the body is less equipped to fight off cellular damage and the long-term effects of toxic compounds from fried foods. It's worth noting that studies have found a strong association between high fried food consumption and higher rates of pancreatic and lung cancer, particularly in older adults. While occasional indulgence may not pose a significant risk, making fried foods a regular part of the diet can contribute to chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and weakened immune function, all of which create an environment where cancer cells can thrive. The good news is that cancer risk from diet can often be reduced by making small but impactful choices. Seniors can focus on cooking methods that use lower temperatures, such as steaming, boiling, or baking, which minimize the formation of harmful compounds. Including antioxidant-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, and green tea in the diet can also help counteract oxidative damage. Even simple swaps, like oven-baked sweet potato fries instead of deep-fried French fries, can significantly reduce exposure to carcinogenic chemicals while still providing a satisfying meal. Health tips: smart alternatives to fried foods for seniors. Switch to healthier cooking methods. Baking, steaming, grilling, or roasting foods can bring out natural flavors without adding harmful fats. For instance, oven-baked potato wedges with olive oil and herbs can mimic the crispiness of French fries but with far fewer calories and toxins. Use air fryers for a lighter crunch. Air fryers use minimal oil and hot air circulation to create a crispy texture similar to deep frying. This reduces fat content by up to 80%, making it a safer alternative for seniors who still enjoy crunchy snacks. Choose heart-friendly oils. If frying is unavoidable, opt for oils with higher smoke points and healthier fat profiles, such as extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. These oils are less likely to break down into harmful compounds compared to cheap, reused cooking oils. Add more fiber to your meals. Pair meals with fresh salads, steamed vegetables, or whole grains to improve digestion and help maintain a healthy weight. Fiber also helps balance blood sugar levels and supports heart health. Practice portion control. Instead of large servings of fried foods, enjoy them as an occasional treat in small portions. This reduces overall calorie intake and limits exposure to harmful chemicals formed during high-temperature cooking. Incorporate anti-inflammatory foods. Add foods rich in omega-3s, like salmon, chia seeds, or walnuts, and antioxidants, like berries and leafy greens, to combat inflammation and oxidative stress caused by occasional fried food consumption. Stay hydrated and active. Drinking plenty of water helps the body flush out toxins, while regular light exercise, like walking or stretching, supports digestion, weight control, and cardiovascular health. If you found this video helpful, imagine how many seniors in your life could benefit from these tips. Share this video with your friends or family members who love fried foods but might not realize the risks. Your simple act of sharing could inspire someone to make healthier choices today. We'd love to hear from you. Have you recently tried replacing fried snacks with healthier alternatives? Tell us about your experience in the comments below. And if you want more trusted health advice for life after 60, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next important health update.